Yeah, we're live now. Let me check first with YouTube also whether we are live or not.
Okay, I'll check if you can. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going on smoothly. Okay. So first what we'll do, the thing is before going through the 11th syllabus, okay, that is set relation, starting from set relation and function. Okay, so what we'll do actually, we'll go through some basic fundamental things of mathematics. Like first today we'll start the number system. Okay, like that also we'll see what is set. Okay, number system, polynomial and quadratic equations, all these things we are going to cover. Very basic fundamental things we need to cover, because in your physics class and also in your chemistry class and also in your biology also, in each topic some basic mathematics are required to understand those concepts also. So that's why what we'll do, we need to understand all the basic or fundamentals of mathematics first. Okay, so it will take mostly 8 to 10 classes for these things, because it will be helping a lot with physics, chemistry and all biology also. So what we are going to cover in this first topic, that is fundamentals of mathematics, or we can say basic mathematics also, or foundations of mathematics also we can say. So what are the things we need to cover in this first topic? So no need to worry about it, because some maximum of the portion of this topic, first topic, you already covered in your class 9th and 10th, right? So we'll just revise all those things, and also we'll learn some advanced things or advanced calculations which will help you in other understanding the concepts or the other topics, right? So like first we'll cover sets and number system. First we'll cover sets and number system, right? Second thing, we'll go through polynomials and quadratic equations also. All of you know what is polynomial, polynomials and quadratic equations also. All of you very much comfortable with polynomials and quadratic equations, right? So what is polynomial? Anyone can say what is polynomial in the chat box. Okay, I'm asking you, is 7 is a polynomial or not? 7 is a polynomial or not? Can you write in the chat box? In class 6th also, in class 6th or 7th, you studied what is the definition really, when we can say the expression is a polynomial, right? Yes. Is 7 a polynomial or not? Anyone can say? Anyone can say? Yes. Guys, I'm waiting for your response. Yeah, 7, actually 7 is also a polynomial, because we can write this as 7 into x to the power 0. Okay, so what is the definition of polynomial? Polynomial means the expression with the exponent as a whole number, right? Expression with the power as a whole number. If there is a fractional number, if there is a negative number also, then we cannot say that expression is polynomial. Similarly, quadratic equations, the polynomial equation which has the degree 2, that is quadratic equations, right? The second thing we'll cover polynomials and quadratic equations. Okay, and in these polynomials and quadratic equations, many subtopics also will cover. Those are polynomial, degree of a polynomial, then types of polynomial, division of polynomials, factor and remainder theorems also will cover, because already you have studied all these things, na? Factor and remainder theorems also you have studied, standard form of quadratic equations, okay, and its roots. Okay, standard form of quadratic equations and its roots. And also then the most important thing is nature of roots also will cover in this session. Nature of roots. And the very important topic that will cover that topic name is, and that belongs to this chapter second session. What in the second class we'll cover polynomial and quadratic equation, and in quadratic equations the most and very much important concept, that is the relation between the relationship between roots and its coefficients. All of you know, all of you have any idea about it? Relationship between roots and its coefficients. So you know what two root a quadratic equation is having two roots, right? And also the quadratic equations have some coefficients also, na? The standard equation of quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, right? Right. So if the roots are alpha beta of these quadratic equations, then what is the relationship between these alpha beta and a b c? These alpha beta and these a b c. Okay, so we need to know what is the relationship between the roots and the coefficient of the quadratic equations, right? So that means in between alpha beta and abc, like all of you, the sum of roots, product of roots, difference of roots, all these things we'll cover in this session, that is relationship between roots and coefficients. And also remember, in JEE mains, mostly the questions are asking from this concept only, that is relationship between roots and its coefficients. Is that clear to everyone? So remember, this is the very much important topic in quadratic equations we'll cover. But quadratic equation is a separate topic which we'll cover in class 11 syllabus also. So though in that time we'll go through very deeply with that concepts. Okay, but here we'll just learn the basic things of quadratic equations, right? So this is the second session of our first chapter. Okay, so what is the third session? Third thing is, in the third session we'll cover linear equations in two variables and determinants. Okay, linear equations in two variables and how to find the determinants, right? So in case all of you know what is linear equation, all of you know now what is linear equations? Yes, all of you know linear equations with one variable, so we can say x is equal to 3. It's a linear equations because the degree of this equation is 1, right? Or you can write this equation as x minus 3 is equal to 0. Here the power of the variable is 3x, right? The variable is x and the exponent of x is 1. That's why we are calling it as linear equations. Okay, but in this we'll learn some more things, that is linear equations in two variables. That is, if I'll ask you, if I'll say, for example, one equations we can take x plus y is equal to 5. So this is a linear equations with two variables, right? What is variables? Unknown, na? So these are the two variables x and y we have taken, right? And the degree of these two variables are 1. That's why we are calling it is linear. It is linear but with two variables. Okay, so how we can solve it? Okay, we'll study about the linear equations in two variables, and also we'll learn how to determine the value of a determinant, or how to find the value of a determinant. Is that clear to everyone? Yes. So I know you most of you don't know what is determinant and how to find the determinants. Don't worry, it's very easy, and we'll solve also the linear equations with two variables by using the determinant also. So many problems of mathematics can be solved by determinants also. Like you can find the area if you have a vertices, if you have all the three vertices or coordinates, or all the vertices of a triangle, then by using also the determinant formula you can find the area of a triangle. Clear? if you have all the three vertices of a triangle, then by using the determinant method also you can find the area of a triangle. Remember, okay? And also many questions can be solved by using the determinants. Also in physics and chemistry also you will use determinants to solve the questions and to understand the concepts also. That's why we'll just learn about the determinants. But determinant is a very huge topic which will be covered in class 12th. The topic name is determinant and matrix, and that weightage of that topic is very high, because in every year in JEE mains and in each competitive examination, from determinant, one or two questions will be coming. Okay, at least one or at most two questions will be coming in JEE mains, and those questions are very easy also. So remember, so you should know how to find, or we'll learn here how to find the determinant or how to solve the linear equations in two variables by using the determinants method. Is that clear? This is the third lecture we'll cover in this thing. Okay. So next, in the fourth, we have divided all these. The first topic has divided in many subtopics. So these are the three topics we have covered in the next three classes. Then in the fourth classes, what we have covered? The most important, the most interesting, and most scary also, scary topic. That is, all of you know what is trigonometry. And the most useful topic of mathematics actually. Yes. Okay. So the most useful and the most important also, and you can say many students are having fear about these topics. Okay, because there are so many formulae, there are so many things to remember. You need to remember. Okay, and also you need to solve a lot of questions to solve the questions of trigonometry also. But what is happening actually, really in JEE mains, what are the questions are coming from trigonometry? They can be solved, they cannot be solved also. Many times students skip these questions from trigonometry, but those students have a very better understanding about the concepts and they remember all the formula of trigonometry, then they can solve the questions in JEE mains. But instead of that, if you are not solving, if you don't want to solve the questions of trigonometry in JEE mains, but it is important for boards also, 11th boards also, and board person, what are the concepts we have or what are the questions level we have, we can solve those questions very easily. Okay, but the very most important thing is, okay, yes, so the very most important thing is about the trigonometry is actually this topic is useful in each and every topic of mathematics, physics and chemistry. Mostly in mathematics and physics, trigonometry will be used in a huge way, right? Yes, like trigonometric ratios, trigonometric formulae, trigonometric identities. Okay, so in trigonometry, what are the let's discuss all the subtopics. What are the subtopics we'll cover in this topic? First, we'll go through what is angle. Okay, so anyone can say in the chat box, can you write what is the definition of angle? What do you mean by angle? Anyone can say? It's a very small question and simple question. In your opinion, actually, what is angle? Anyone can say? Oh, that is theta is a quantity. Theta is an unknown value. I am asking. Yes, someone is saying angle means theta. Okay, I am asking what is angle? The definition of angle. Anyone can say? What do you mean by angle? So, like if I'll ask you what is straight line, then you can say it's a line joining many points. Okay, it's a line joining many points. Like suppose we have these points, and if you join all these points, then I'm getting a line. That is called a straight line. Okay, it's a straight line. I can say. So similarly, anyone can say what is angle? Yes, which is made by two rays. Very good. Which is made by two rays. Someone is saying, sir, it is made by two rays. Anyone, any other views you can give? Okay. Any other views? Any other definitions? You can say. You can share with me in the chat box, guys. Yeah. Which are finite angle? Yes. Which is finite angle? Lines that share common endpoints. Okay. Yes. Yes. It's a very important points. Kotala Vanu, very good. It's a very important points that you have shared. That is lines that share common endpoints. Okay. That means they are having the two rays are having the same endpoints or initial points. They're having common endpoints or initial points. They're having common endpoints. Sorry, initial points, right? Initial points. You have written it wrongly. No issues. Okay. Any other things that are perfectly anyone can say what is angle actually? Okay, so let's start. Okay, so actually the angle is the quantity of rotation. Okay, the quantity of rotation or the measurement of rotation of a ray from a fixed point to from an initial point to another point also. So we can say the measurement of rotation of a ray, the measurement of rotation of a initial ray to a final ray. So this is my angle. We can say yes or no. The measurement of rotation of a initial ray. So this is my initial ray and this is my final ray. So what is the rotation you are doing? That is my angle. Is it clear to everyone? Yes or no? Okay, so this is all about your angles. Then in trigonometry also we'll cover measurement of angles in radians and degrees. Okay, second thing, this is my definition of angle. Second things we'll cover here, measurement of angles. Okay, measurement of angles in radians and also in degrees. Yes, so these are the units of angle. Radians and degrees are the units of angles. That is, when you will measure something like if I'll ask you, if I'll give you some amount of sugar to you in a pocket, in a bag, if I'll give you some amount of sugar, then if I'll ask you how many quantity of sugar you are having, then you can weigh those sugar. Then you can say, sorry, it's a pack of 1 kg. Like that is a unit of some sugar. Like that, also we have some units to measure the angles also, and those units are radians and degrees. Okay, so we'll cover in the second portion of trigonometry, that is measurement of angles in radians and degrees. Okay, okay. Next thing, in trigonometry so many things we need to cover actually. Okay, so that is method of okay, it's standard angles for trigonometric ratios. Okay, that is third portion will cover trigonometric ratios. Trigonometric ratios. So in class 10th or 9th, you have covered trigo or not? Yes or no, guys? Class 9th or 10th, you have covered trigo. All of you know what is trigonometric ratios? 10th. Yes, very good, very good. Okay, if you have covered trigonometry, then you must know about trigonometric ratios. Okay, so what do you mean by trigonometric ratios? So we'll find trigonometric ratios by using the right angle triangle. Already we have covered in the 10th standard to how to find the trigonometric ratios by using the right angle triangle, right? So if this is my right angle triangle, then you will find the ratios. Okay, you will find all the trigonometric ratios by using the right angle triangle. Like sine theta is equal to, if this is my perpendicular, this is my base, and this is my height. And all of you know what is sine theta? That is P by H. Cos theta is B by H, base upon hypotenuse. Okay. Similarly, tan theta is perpendicular upon base. So all these things, right? All these things we already covered in class 10, right? So here also, all of you know now what is, if sine theta is this, then cosec is the reciprocal of sine. Sec is reciprocal of secant, is reciprocal of cosecant. Okay, and cotangent is reciprocal of tangent, right? All of you know all these things. Okay, so what is trigonometric ratios? All these are trigonometric ratios, right? So if I'll ask you to find sine of 30, tan of 45, okay, and also cot of 60. So if I'll ask you to find all these ratios, okay, so we can use the right angle triangle and we can find all the angles, right? So for somehow we need to remember some standard trigonometric ratios for some standard angles, like this way, 30, 60, sorry, 30, 45, 60, 90, 120, so likewise up to 180. So we need to remember actually sine of this, sine of 30 value. You should write here sine of 30 is 1 by 2, and sine of 45 is 1 by root 2. So we need to remember all these things. Similarly, for cos, for tan, for cot, for sec, for cosec. So all of you know about this table also. Already you have studied this table in your class 10th. Is it or not? Yes. So we'll cover these things in trigonometry also, right? The trigonometric ratios by using the right angle triangles and also standard angles for trigonometric ratios like this. These are the standard angles for trigonometric ratios we'll cover in this session. Okay. Then we'll go through the sign of trigonometric ratios. Okay, sign of trigonometric ratios. Like we know what is Cartesian plane. All of you know what is Cartesian plane or coordinate planes. So we'll in the fourth portion of trigonometry, we'll see or we'll study about sign of trigonometric ratios. Right? Similar sign of trigonometric ratios means, when all of you know, this is my first quadrant, this is my second quadrant, and this is my third quadrant, and this is my fourth quadrant. Okay, so how we can determine the sign of trigonometric ratios in all these quadrants? Like we can remember these things. We can say all the trigonometric ratios are positive in first quadrant. Is it or not? And what I'm saying, all the trigonometric ratios are positive in first quadrant, and only sine and cosec. Sine and cosec are positive in second quadrant, right? Sine and cosec are positive in second quadrant. Similarly, in the third quadrant, you can say tan and cot. Tan and cot are positive in third quadrant. That means in the second quadrant, what I'm saying, sine and cosec are positive, rest of all are negative. Similarly, tan and cot are positive in third quadrant, and sec and cos are positive in fourth quadrant, and rest of all the trigonometric ratios are negative in fourth quadrant. So this is, will cover sign of trigonometric ratios in trigonometry also, and we can say this is the rule as ASTC rule, right? ASTC rules. That is, the full form of this rule is all sine tan cos. All sine tan cos. A for all, S for sine, T for tan, and C for cos. All are positive in first quadrant. Sine and its reciprocal is cosec. Sine and cosec are positive in second quadrant. Similarly, in third quadrant, tan and cotangent and cos and sec. Right? Yes. Okay. Okay. So this is all about the sign of trigonometric ratios. We'll cover in the fourth portion, in the trigonometric portions. Okay. Similarly, also we'll see here in trigonometric, we'll see trigonometrical ratios of general angles. Trigonometric ratios of general angles, like we can, if I'll ask sine of 2 pi, okay, sine of pi, all these things we'll cover. Okay. And also we'll cover trigonometric ratios of compound angles also. Compound angles means, if I'll ask you to find sine of 40 plus 35, how can you find the sine of so trigonometric ratios of compound angles? Okay. And also the general angles. General angles means, if I'll ask you sine of pi minus theta, sine of 2 pi minus theta, है ना? So these are my general angles. And if I'll ask you to find the compound angles, like if I'll ask you to find sine of 40 plus 35, or if I'll ask you sine of 90 plus 20, then how can 35? So 90 plus 30, how can you find the trigonometric ratios of for compound angles also? And next thing is sine and cosine formula we'll cover in this trigonometric ratios, that is trigonometric portions, sine and cosine formulae. So these are some basic things we'll cover in basic mathematics, that is in the first chapter. But trigonometry is a very huge chapter and very important topic. We'll go through this topic very deeply because it will be useful in calculus, it will be useful in algebra, it will be useful in everywhere, in physics, in chemistry, everywhere. You need to understand all the concepts very clearly, and also you need to cover all the topics, all the you need to remember all the formula of trigonometry series. Okay, this is all about your trigonometry. Then after trigonometry, in next chapter, what is the next chapter we'll cover? That is sequences. Okay, what is sequences? Anyone can say what is sequences? Example, anyone can say, anyone can give an example. What is sequences? Sequence, what is sequence? Anyone can say? Yes, I'm waiting for your response, guys. Like, okay, so sequence example we can take like 1 2 3 4 5 6 and so on. It's a sequence. Yes or no? It's a sequence or not? Sequence or not? It is a sequence or not? Yes, it is a sequence, and it's an infinite sequence, right? Yes, it's an infinite sequence because the sequence is having infinite number of terms, right? Like this is example of sequence, and in sequence we'll cover, okay, we'll go through these things also in deeply. We have a topic of on this, we have a chapter in 11th class also, and the topic name is sequence and series. Okay, and also it's an important topic in the perspective of JEE mains, and also you will find some application of sequence and series in physics and chemistry also. So you need to understand also sequence, and in sequence we'll study arithmetic progression. All of you know in class 10th, all of you studied all these things. What is arithmetic progression, geometric progression, and harmonic progression? Yes or no? All of you know. Class X में in class 10th, all of you covered arithmetic progression. What is arithmetic progression? Okay, if you have only covered arithmetic progression, then in this basic mathematics or in the foundation course, we'll learn more about the progression. One is geometric progression. This is geometric progression. Okay. And this is harmonic progression. ठीक है. Okay, so in geometric progressions, like in AP, what is AP? If you have covered AP in class 10, so what is AP actually? Anyone can say? What is AP? In a sequence, the common difference between two consecutive terms is always same, right? That is an AP. Yes or no? Like this is an example. This is an example of AP. Because if you take any two consecutive terms, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, the difference, the common difference is always fixed. That is 1. So this is an AP. Similarly, GP will study an harmonic progression. Okay. Similarly, in these concepts also, in chapter also, we'll cover arithmetic mean, geometric mean, harmonic mean. These three things also we'll cover in this. Yeah, very good. Very good. Kotala Venu, you are correct. Okay. Arithmetic mean. This is arithmetic mean. This is geometric mean, and also we'll learn about harmonic mean. Right? Clear? Okay. So these are all about your sequences and sequences only in foundation of mathematics, or in the first chapter we'll cover arithmetic progression, geometric progression, and harmonic progression, and all the three means, and what is the relationship between arithmetic mean, geometric mean, and harmonic mean we'll cover in the first topic. Okay, so this is all about your sequences. And in the next topic, what we'll cover, that is fourth ho gaya. Fifth, we have covered fourth, fifth, sixth one. That is sixth one is coordinate geometry. Okay, so in coordinate geometry, all of you have some idea about coordinate geometry. All of you studied in class 9th and also 10th about coordinate geometry. That is about all about your straight line. Yes or no? So in straight line, all of you have covered. The first thing is the distance formula. Yes or no? What is distance formula? Anyone can say? Distance formula, section formula. Yes. So in distance formula, section formula, there are two formulae also. One is internal division and another one is external division. Right? There are two things. One is internal and another one is external. Okay, so distance formula, section formula ho gaya. And also we'll learn position of a point in so first thing we'll learn in coordinate geometry, that is position of a point in Cartesian plane or XY plane. Okay, so position of a point in XY plane. All of you know what is XY plane, earlier previously we have covered this, na? Yeah, very good. Plane, that is, this is my XY plane, na? This is my x-axis, this is my y-axis. So position of a point in XY plane. Okay, okay. So these are the things we'll cover in coordinate geometry: distance formula, section formula, and then we'll go through the important thing, most important, inclination. Inclinations means to measure the angles. Okay, square. Sir, squares are not type in my keyboard, so no problem. No issues. Square you can take, just write x2. I will understand that is x square. No problem. Okay, if you'll write x2, I will understand that is x square. No issues. Okay. So inclination, then we'll move through the slope of a line. Okay, inclination of a line and slope of a line. What is inclination of a line and what is slope of a line? We'll cover this. Okay, okay. How to find slope? What do you mean by slope? Anyone have any idea about slope? How what is actually slope? Slope, what is slope? What do you mean by slope? Anyone? Slope of a line. Anyone have any idea? A flat surface. Yeah, slope means it's a flat surface? No. Oh, anyone can say the toppest mountain to climb in the world. The toppest mountain to climb in the world. Anyone can say what did What it means? So what its name? The topest mountain to climb to the top. Anyone can say what is the answer? Is it Himalaya? Is it Himalaya or Kailash temple? Yeah, the answer is K2. Huh? The topest mountain, that name is K2, which is actually it's very tough to climb, or and it's topest mountain to climb in the world. Okay, the answer is K2. Okay, the mountain name is K2, right? Okay, so why it is topest? Because the slope of this mountain is very high. That means the slope, ढलान जो होता है ना, ढलान होता है ना, slope means ढलान. ठीक है, here. Okay, and this is the topest because the slope of this mountain is very top. Okay, so how much high slope the mountain is having, that mountain is that much of, क्या बोलते हैं उसको भाई, toughest to climb to that mountain. Is it clear to everyone? Right, so that is actually we need to find, that's why we need to find the slope of a line. Slope means the angle made by the line. Suppose this is my line L, the angle made by the line, okay, the angle made by the line with the positive x-axis in anti-clockwise direction. The angle made by the line with the positive x-axis in anti-clockwise direction is my slope, tangent of that theta. So this is my slope. Actually, tan of theta is my slope. Okay, the tangent of the line, the tangent of the angle made by the line with the positive x-axis in anti-clockwise direction is called my slope, and that is actually we'll find it by tan theta. Okay, and what is tan theta? We'll study later all about the slopes. And also, if you have 2 points on a line, suppose PQ have 2 points on a line, then if the coordinates of these 2 points are x1 y1 and x2 y2, then also we can easily find the slope. Yeah, we'll study about the slope very clearly, no need to worry. Okay, slope is actually the tangent of a angle made by the line with the positive x-axis. Suppose this is my positive x-axis. Okay, positive x-axis. Okay, in anti-clockwise direction. Okay, tangent, that is tan of theta. Yes, clear? So this is my slope of a line. And if you have 2 points on a line, suppose P and Q, and the coordinate of point P is x1 y1 and the coordinate of Q is x2 y2, then the slope of this line will be, you can easily find, that is y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1, right? So all these things will go through very deeply also, because slope is useful for physics, chemistry, and also for mathematics everywhere. Okay, we'll use these concepts very hugely. Okay, okay, no issues, no need to worry, we'll go through it very clearly. No need to. If you are having any doubt, I will clear everything about slope. No need to worry. Okay, so this is some glimpse I am giving to you to increase your curiosity about, to know about the things. Okay. Next, coordinated. We have covered coordinate geometry. Then finally in the seventh portion, we have some miscellaneous concepts also we'll cover. That is miscellaneous concepts also we have covered. Those are some important identities, algebraic identities. Okay, some important identities also we'll cover. Okay, and ratio and proportion. Why we are studying all these things? Because these concepts are useful in each and every topic or each and every subjects, like physics, chemistry, biology, in everywhere we'll use. Ratio and proportion we'll cover. And third one is indices and its laws. Indices and its laws. All of you know these things. Okay. And the last one is also will cover binomial theorem. It's a very new things to you, but no need to worry. We'll discuss about it. Binomial theorem, just it's a topic in your 11th class syllabus also. Binomial theorem and linear inequality and its solution. Linear inequality and its solutions also will cover. These things we are studying. Why we are taking a lot of time to cover all these things? Because in physics also you will use these concepts actually very everywhere. Mostly you will use all the mathematical calculations, all the mathematical concepts which we will cover in the first chapter. They will be very useful for your physics and chemistry and biology also. Everywhere you will use. Okay. For NEET exam, NEET students, you must be serious about this chapter. And for the JEE students also, this is also important. For both NEET and JEE, these things are very much important. And these are the very basic and fundamental things to understand. The concepts which you are going to cover in physics first. Before going through each of the physics and chemistry and mathematics paper or syllabus, before starting the syllabus, we must know all of these basic fundamentals about mathematics because they are very useful. Okay. And next we'll be having the standard function. We'll learn about the function. Okay. वो सबसे important by mathematics. In mathematics, the most important thing is function. If you don't know function, then in mathematics you don't know, you knows nothing, right? So also function will be useful in physics also. Okay, physics and chemistry also you will use functions. We'll see some standard functions. Okay, we'll see some standard functions also. Like some standard functions like we'll learn modulus function, we'll learn greatest integer functions, we'll see trigonometric functions, we'll see inverse trigonometry functions, we'll see signum functions. There are many standard functions we'll learn about in this portion. And next thing is, then after functions we'll go through the differentiations, or we can say the very famous name. The most famous name is differentiations, right? Differentiations, or you, in your words, it is derivative. You know, all I think I know. I hope everyone is very much curious to know about what is derivative. Why we are why we are studying derivative? What is the use of this derivative in real life? You know, important है. Why it is? Yes, we are using derivative in our real life. Everywhere you are using. Actually, derivative means to measure the rate of change of a quantity. To measure the rate of change of a object. Okay, or we can say like when you are riding bike, right? When you are riding bike, and if I actually suppose I am sitting besides you, or I am sitting with your bike also, and suddenly or instantly, if I'll ask you, friend, can you tell me what is your speed of your bike? You suddenly will look at the speedometer, and you can say, hey guy, hi bro, we my speed is now 60 km/h. You know? So that is the speedometer is the real, very real life to understand the derivative. Very real life example to understand what is derivative. We are using derivative there also, right? So this is derivative all about we'll cover. And the last thing that is we'll cover in differentiations also, we'll cover application of derivative where we are using derivative or differentiations in real life. We'll see some applications. And the last one and the final topic is integrations we'll cover. Okay. So if you don't know function, differentiations and integrations, then in physics, it's very difficult to solve the questions and it's very difficult to understand the concepts. And it's compulsory for mathematics. For everyone it is compulsory. So I request or I'll suggest all of you to go through all the classes very regularly, maintain your regularity in your classes and understand all the concepts which we'll cover in the upcoming classes about the first fundamentals of mathematics, or you can say foundations of mathematics. Guys, please focus on all your classes and attend all the classes regularly. I am promising you, and I promise all of you have a very good clarity about the fundamentals of mathematics, which one is having low fundamental knowledge. Na? So if someone is having, sir, I have no idea about basic mathematics, basic fundamentals of mathematics, then you must go through all the lectures, and everyone must go through all the lectures regularly and maintain consistency in each classes. Ask your doubt to your teacher. Ask everything you need to understand. Everything you need to understand. Ask your teacher. Teacher are here to help you. Always we are here to help you. If you are having any doubt regarding your studies, regarding your career, regarding your everything, you can directly ask to your teacher. And I hope all the teachers are very serious about their children's or kids, and they will obviously answer or respond to you in a very positive way, and I hope you will obey also, right? So bye bye, take care everyone, thank you all of you. That's all for today's class, and we'll start tomorrow from number system, sets and number system. The first topic we'll cover or we'll start in tomorrow's class, that is number system and sets, or you can say sets and number system. Till then, bye bye, take care everyone. Chalo. Thank you all of you. Thanks for your time. Thanks for your patience. Have a nice day. Have a great day. Have a happy day also. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care. You can leave now.